You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we are going to talk about the Rose Basketball Club, the Unrivaled championship game in which Angel Reese gets herself a championship. That's right. I mean, she didn't play. She didn't play in the championship game. She didn't play playoffs. I mean, that's a small, minor detail to the folks online that are celebrating this professional XFL, UFL 3-on-3 women's basketball league. That, by the way, and I said this yesterday, there's two things that's got to happen to add any legitimacy to this league. You got to go to 5-on-5 because I'm going to be honest, the 3x3 thing automatically turns a slew of people off. They're not going to watch it. All right? They're going to be like, no, that's not 5-on-5. That's not real basketball. Sorry, not sorry. We're not even going to tune in. We're not even going to glance at it. All right? And the other thing, they've got to figure out how to get the best players in the league to come and play and stay, right? Sabrina Ionescu left early. No Kennedy Carter. All right? A scoring machine in the WNBA. By the way, she still don't have a team. And as much as I don't like her on a personal level, she deserves to be on a squad somewhere. She's one of the best scorers in women's basketball. Plain and simple, okay? No Asia Wilson. All right? Again, don't like her personally. She's a beast on the basketball court. Kelsey Plum ultimately said, nah, I'm out. I'm not playing. All right? Agreed to it, backed out. And no Caitlin Clark. All right? Obviously, the biggest person in all of women's sports, not involved. Until you figure out a way to attract the absolute best players and have them lock and load in a 5-on-5 league, nah. It's not going to mean a lot. It's not. All right? This exhibition league is not a league I'd be doing victory laps on. All right? If I was fans, if I was Angel Reese, I just wouldn't. And even worse, especially in that championship game, it was very obvious that team got better when she got hurt. When she got hurt and left, that team came together and had a much better. Those three players lost their minds on the court and showed out. They did. Chelsea Gray, she showed out the whole time, did she not? So, Jason Whitlock gave his own commentary yesterday on the Rose BC Championship and about Angel Reese's legacy in conjunction to what we've got going on here. And look, guys, nobody's saying Angel Reese might not ever win a championship. But she will always be on a good team, a fourth or fifth kind of option on a good team, right? And the Chicago Sky, I think, and their fans, unfortunately, are going to find that out this year because I think they put her in a position to be the go-to when Cardoso should be the go-to. So everything should feed through that 6'7" giant. I mean, honestly. Check this out.
When you hear me talk on this show about men, quit apologizing to women, quit pretending like we owe them some debt. This is what this mindset leads to. Of, hey, let's put together a social media campaign and let's pretend like Angel Reese just accomplished something important. Because we're going to build up this narrative that Angel Reese is one of the great athletes of our lifetime. She's right there with Steph Curry, and she's right there with LeBron James. She's right there with Kevin Durant. She's got a championship at LSU, and now she has a championship in the Unrivaled League. Everybody rush to social media and pretend like you actually watched Unrivaled, actually cared about Unrivaled. Let's go rush to social media and pretend that you care more about the Unrivaled League than Angel Reese does. Because her team, she missed the last 2 games. And this championship game was so unimportant, she's like, nah, I'm good. I'll watch from home. I'll watch this stream from home. And I'll FaceTime in if we win. And then Angel Reese, didn't she take to Twitter last night and ask some question about what y'all gonna say now? Yeah, Angel Reese beating her shit. What y'all gonna say now? Now that I have this unrivaled championship that I didn't even think to attend because I hurt my ankle or I hurt my hand or something and I had some excuse. Or maybe she went to LeBron James's youngest son's high school state championship game. Maybe she was joining LeBron in celebrating that. All of that was more important than being at the location, being with her teammates, and if this championship mattered, she would show up. She can afford it. But this cosplay, this game we keep playing with women and women's sports and all of this reparations we're giving them, reparations and welfare. We'll finance the WNBA for 30 straight years, even though it loses money every single year. We will pretend like this unrivaled league matters. The men have something called the Big Three. Does ESPN pay attention to that?
Oh, that's a great thing to have brought up. Does ESPN, are they locked in on the Big Three at all? Question mark? No. And in fact, last I heard, Ice Cube was blackballed from the NBA. They didn't want nothing to do with him and that league. Which, by the way, I've watched some games and they're kind of entertaining, to be honest with you. It's a much more physical brand of basketball, like the old days of the NBA, and they actually have real crowds. We're talking 10, 12, 15,000 people showing up for those games in a lot of cases. And as far as ratings go, the Big Three's ratings are twice, sometimes 3 times as large as these unrivaled games. So people are paying attention to that. All right, but they're not paying attention to this. I've got a ratings video coming on this championship game later. It's ugly. And when I did yesterday's video, I had no idea at the time that Angel Reese didn't even bother to show up. Didn't even show up. FaceTimed in. Did not show up to support her teammates. It was that unimportant, but yet took a victory lap that you won a championship? You got to be joking. You got to be joking. Oh, man, these athletes, they make themselves look worse and worse and worse all the time. And one of the other players on the team went on this long spewing venomous filled rant yesterday. Brittany Sykes, maybe, is that right? And I'm thinking to myself, why is it just women's basketball where we see athletes acting like this? I put that question out there. I was like, well, I mean, what is going on? You don't see NFL players, NBA players, MLB players, soccer players, NHL players acting this way on social media. I mean, why? I mean, honestly. And the only thing I can come up with is maybe they're thinking, well, another player on an opposing team might put somebody through a roof over that. I don't know. But it was wild to see that yesterday. Again, we're talking about the UFL, XFL of women's basketball. All right? The absolute best players in the league either did not play at all or booked out early. I guess if you want to take a victory lap on that, you can. I just don't know if it means anything because I feel like it really doesn't. Now, if she wins a WNBA title and she's the focal point of said title, you got something to brag about maybe. But otherwise, You know, if somehow, some way she wins a championship, if she's the fourth option on the team, sorry, I'm not doing victory laps for you then either. She's got a lot of things, a lot of deficiencies on the basketball court that she needs to take care of. Her fans are doing her no favors by pretending like those deficiencies aren't there. Chicago Sky fans, actual Hoops fans, about to find out the hard way this season. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.